What's going on, guys? This is Naeem Boucher with eXp Realty, team leader of Naeem Boucher Properties, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it's only the beginning, baby. Let's go, let's grow. In this video, I'm going to be going over exactly how I sold 10 million worth of real estate, okay, in volume, my first year in the industry, okay? So it actually wasn't my first year in the industry. I was in the industry for 3 years and I did no business because I was part-time. But I finally ended up deciding going full-time in the year 2019. This was like halfway through the year. I started on a team. Okay, I started on a team because I didn't know there were systems and process. I didn't know how to leverage. I didn't have any issues kind of generating business. I wasn't generating a lot of business, but I was generating clientele. So I didn't really need leads. I just didn't know how to properly work. And I started getting some success while being on the team because I was able to leverage some of the things that I necessarily didn't like to do. And then I had like a closing here, then I had another closing the next month. Then I started getting my momentum, and then things didn't really work out. Things were working out, but I just felt as though it made more sense for me to go solo for my own personal reasons. I'll make another video about that. Should you be on a team or solo? It all depends. But when I went solo, okay, that was when I said, all right, now I have to succeed. Okay, I quit soccer. Soccer was my full-time job, and by me getting rid of that guaranteed income, now I was fearful. And then also, I was in the process of becoming a cop. I shredded the background packet to becoming a cop. So now it was sink or swim. I had no option but to figure out how to succeed as a solo agent. But what I ended up doing was just start to generate even more and more clientele. What I did actually was I told my story and how real estate helped me and benefited me. So real quick, I grew up with adversity. People know that I'm born and raised in Patterson, New Jersey, which is a low-income area. But when I was living in Patterson, I was living in an attic. I was living with mice and roaches. I was driving a hoopty, but I was saving my money to buy my first property. And I bought my first multifamily property, which helped me get the second one, okay? And then those properties eventually went up in equity, they were cash flowing, and I was able to tell the story about how just by getting the first property and the second property was starting to benefit my life. The first property was making $12,000 a year cash flow, not including equity pay down and appreciation. The second property was making about $1,500 a month. Okay, cash was on top of that. That's $2,500 a month just off those two properties. So by me sharing a story about how real estate was helping me, and I was making now passively, a damn near a salary, people were intrigued. Now they wanted my help, okay? So I'm a realtor, and now I can now help my friends and other people do what I was able to do for myself with real estate. I was also selling single family homes as well to people that were looking for their dream home, but majority of my business were from helping people, create wealth and build cash flow. And then as I started getting a lot of people's attention, I actually changed my name on Instagram to Mr. Real Estate. I started getting so much attention, I now needed a place to store this information for all the clientele that wanted me to help them. So I got a CRM, or my CRM is Chime. Okay, I was able to now put all of my clients in a database, which now I was able to set them up on systems and alerts of properties that they want to see, and then it will send it to them automatically. Okay, then I hired an assistant. That one assistant, she would check my database and see, okay, what properties my clients want to see. And then she would then book it on my schedule. She would interact with my clients. Hey, this is Naeem's assistant. Just want to see what properties you want to see this weekend or today. And then she would pack my schedule. I literally told my assistant, pack my schedule. Right, I'm a single guy, no kids, right? So I was committed at that time. I just want to work. So she packed my schedule, literally I didn't know what I was doing the next day. I would just pull up my phone, okay, show, and then I would go, meet my clients, look at the house, and then, handle my business from here. Once I got the properties under contract, okay, by negotiating with the listing agent or vice versa, once the property's under contract, I had another assistant who was my transaction coordinator, and at the time I was paying that person per file, and then that person would just deal with getting the transaction from start all the way to close. All right, so I wouldn't focus on deals that were already under contract. I mean, I would make some time for just to know what's going on, but I wouldn't deal with the paperwork. I was hands off. I had someone there doing that. So I delegated. So now that freed me up to go out and get more business, more clientele to put back into my database for my ISA, for my assistant to then work and nurture and continue to pack my schedule. So that was the system that I had going my first year, well, my first successful year in the business when I sold $10 million worth of real estate. So guys, if you want to be successful in real estate, you got to figure out your system. You can use mine, or look to see what other people got going on and perfect a system that works for you, and then you just work it and you run it and you stay committed to it. Okay, you gotta overcommit and you gotta over-deliver, right? If you don't show up on those showings, if you don't organize your database, right? If you don't hire and start to leverage and trust people with growing, you're not gonna grow, you're not gonna do anything. Okay, so learn from me. That's my quick tips on how I sold 10 million worth of real estate my first year. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions at all, please comment below, and let's keep it going, guys. Thank you again for watching. Let's go, let's grow.